Good morning everybody, I am Sridhar Reddy. Today my topic is ideal gas equation. So in order to know the ideal gas equation, first we require what is the ideal gas. Let us take ideal gas. A gas which obeys the gas laws. In the last video I was given gas laws. So 4 gas laws you are having. Among them 3 if you observe: Boyle's law, Charles law and Avogadro law. Any gas which obeys the Boyle's law, Charles law, Avogadro law at all temperature and pressures, and those gases are called as the ideal gases. Number 2, real gas. The gases which does not obey the gas laws at all temperature and pressures, and those gases are called as the real gases. In the nature, if you observe, we have 11 gases. So physical state of the elements, if you observe, 11 only, total 118 elements you are having in the periodic table. Among them only 11 elements whose physical state, if you observe, they are present in the gaseous nature. And the elements, if you observe, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, fluorine, chlorine and all the zero group elements: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and the radon. So these are the 11 elements which are present in the gaseous state. So among the 11 elements, which are the ideal gases and which are the real gases, if you take, there is no perfect example for the ideal gases. Nothing but all the 11 gases which are present in the atmosphere, they are the real gases only. There is no example for the ideal gases. Nothing but all the gases which does not obey the Boyle's law, Charles law, Avogadro law at all temperature and the pressure. That's why there is no example for the ideal gases. Whatever gases, 11 gases we have, all the 11 gases are the real gases only, if you observe. But one condition is there: at high temperature and the low pressure. At high temperature and the low pressure, real gases behaves as a ideal gases. So at the high temperature and the low pressure, all the real gases which are present in the atmosphere, they behaves as a ideal gases. This is the concept you are having. Immediately, what is the ideal gas equation? How to derive the ideal gas equation? It is the 4 marks question in the IPE first year. In order to derive the ideal gas equation, we have to combine the 3 gas laws, namely Boyle's law, Charles law, Avogadro law. I am taking here Boyle's law. Already we are familiar. Boyle's law gives you relation between the volume and the pressure. They are inversely proportional to each other at the constant temperature. That's why according to the Boyle's law I am writing V is inversely proportional to P and the condition is the constant temperature. Let us give equation number 1. According to the Charles law, if you observe, it gives you the relation between the volume and the temperature at the constant pressure. So ultimately relation is V is directly proportional to the absolute temperature and the condition is the pressure is the constant. Let us give equation number 2. Number 3, Avogadro law. Avogadro law gives you relation between the volume and the number of the moles at the constant temperature and the pressure. Temperature is constant, pressure is constant. In this case, temperature and the pressure both are the constant. Ultimately, it gives you the relation between the volume and the number of moles, and volume and number of moles is directly proportional to each other. Condition is temperature, pressure both are constant. Let us give equation number 3. If you observe the equation 1, 2, 3, this side V is proportional to 1 by P, V is proportional to T, V is proportional to N. Ultimately, this side we can write it as, by combining the 3, V is proportional to 1 by P, T and N. I am removing this proportionality constant by keeping one constant. V is equal to, I am keeping one constant, R T N by P. I am taking the PV this side and rearranging this equation. PV is equal to nRT. PV is equal to nRT. This equation is called as the ideal gas equation. PV is equal to nRT is called as the ideal gas equation, which is derived by combining the Boyle's law, Charles law and the Avogadro law you are having. Now look at here. What he gives you in your examination? He gives you the problem based on the PV is equal to nRT, where R is called as the universal gas constant. Universal gas constant. It is a constant and which is called as the universal gas constant, and R is having the units and R value depends on the units. Let us take care. The values of R is equal to 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Whenever you are taking the liter atmosphere, value is the 0.0821. Same R value 82.1 cc per Kelvin per mole and 8.314 into 10 to the power of 7 x per Kelvin per mole. Whenever you are taking the x value is 8.314 into 10 to the power of 7. Same, R is equal to 8.314 joules per Kelvin per mole. Last and final one. R value 1.987 calories per Kelvin per mole. So these are the values of the R. We uses this R value in the solving the problem. Based on the problem, we will take the different R values. R is equal to 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. 82 cc. In the X, 8.314 into 10 to the power of 7. In joules, 8.314. In calories, if you take 1.987, which is approximately equal to 8. So now problem how he gives you. Look at here. N is the constant, number of moles. R is the constant. Variables are 1, 2 and 3. Pressure, volume, temperature. Among the 3 parameters, he gives you the 2 parameter and asks you the 3rd parameter. For example, at the 27 degrees centigrade, a gas is taken in a vessel whose volume is 50 liters and calculate the pressure exerted by the gas. Like that he gives you. So whenever liters is given, R value must be taken in the liter atmosphere only. So based on that one, we will calculate the whatever he gives you, pressure, volume and the temperature. Among the 3, we will calculate the different parameters based on the problem. Last, application of the ideal gas equation. Application of the ideal gas equation. Let us assume we are taking a vessel and which is having a gas. Let us take one gas is there and whose pressure is P1, volume is V1 and the temperature is T1. According to the ideal gas equation, we will write it as P1 V1 is equal to nR T1. Let us give equation number 1. Now this gas is replaces with the another same gas with the pressure is P2, nothing but initial pressure, initial volume. Pressure is P2, volume is V2 and the temperature is T2. According to the ideal gas equation, we will write it as P2 V2 is equal to nR T2. Let us give equation number 2. Now, equation 1 divided by equation 2. Let us take here. Equation 1 divided by equation 2. This side P1 V1 by P2 V2 is equal to nR T1 by nR T2. nR get cancelled. Ones are one side, twos are two side. I am taking the T1 this side and P2 this side. Ultimately, you will get P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 by T2. And this equation is called the combined equation. Combined equation. Why it is called the combined equation? By taking this equation, we can derive all the gas laws. Now, for example, let us take temperature is constant. Temperature is constant. Ultimately, what happened? P1 V1 equal to P2 V2, which is called the Boyle's law. If the pressure is constant, immediately V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. Nothing but it is called the Charles law. If the volume is constant, P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2, which is called the Gay-Lussac law. So all the laws can be derived by taking the combined law, which is taken from the PV is equal to nRT, which is called the application of the ideal gas equation. Ultimately, this is the very important. What is the ideal gas? A gas which obeys all the gas laws at all temperature and the pressure is called the ideal gas. No example for the ideal gases, but the real gases at the high temperature and the low pressure, they behave as a ideal gas. Thank you.